Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights, cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Good morning once again. It is Culture Daily, big conversation time. We'll be getting into our conversations shortly. You know it's award season, so we are pushing hard on that big day, 28th of September this year. You have to be there, so watch out. When we put out the tickets, you can also do your purchases as well, because you might just get some discounts on those tickets once you catch the early bird ones. So hurry. Keep glued to 3Music TV. Good morning to all the people at Chicken Republic. And let me say good morning. It's always on 3Music TV. Thank you very, very much, and thank you for also keeping us on your screens to entertain your customers day in day out. So good morning again to all the people inside Big Brother. I know it's caught on, but if you also want to catch on the same fever, how about you just reconnect to your DSTV or GoTV via *79# on your USSD, or you can also visit any of their centers across the country and get reconnected. But it's on DSTV 198 and GoTV 149. Big Brother Niger Season 9. Very addictive, I can say that, and a lot of people are really watching it. Don't be left out on all of Biggie's drama that happens, the thrills, the suspense, the misunderstandings, the late nights, and all of that there on Big Brother Season 9. Also, Live Resto's got some cool meals for you. It being a Monday, how about you take some friends out for lunch all the way to Baoleshi in East Legon, La Baoleshi Road in East Legon. It'll be on your right side. You can't miss it. It's a big building, Live Resto Lounge. It's there. You find everything you want to eat in there. How about you also make some call, put in this call to make a reservation ahead of time, where you can get food delivered to you on 020-133-7766. 020-133-7766. Eat hot, eat good, Live Resto Lounge says. And there's great news for you with Lancaster University, Ghana as well. So if you're looking for a British degree at a fraction of the cost, if you're looking to be engaged in a vibrant student community, that will equip you with the useful employability skills that will take you a step closer beyond politics, a step closer to the career of your dreams. Well, look no further. Oh, good news as well. You get 50% scholarship if you're applying for a degree program at Lancaster University, Ghana. You want more information? Go on the website. It's lancaster.edu.gh, or you can email them admissions@lancaster.edu.gh, or call 0209 607008. 0209 607008. And the biggest Ghana Niger Food Festival is also about to happen October 5th, to be precise, at Good Park, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. in the evening. In Chinchin Band will be on there. Stone Boy will also be there as well, performing live. It's going to be the biggest rivalry, the positive rivalry of food wars and food battle between Ghana and Niger. If you want to be a vendor, it's 055-060-0699. 055-060-0699. Ghana Niger Food Festival. That's like, if you said that, you had a mistake, right? It's powered by Aspira International. See you there. Simple and direct, with a hint of food rivalry between Ghana and Nigeria. All right. So listen, it's Artist of the Year season at the 3Music Awards 2024, connecting through music. Now, very competitive. I don't know whether we should play back the nominees category for you real quickly as well, so that you can get a chance to see the number of artists who are in the Artiste of the Year category here on 3Music TV. You don't want to miss out on this one. It's on the 28th, like I told you. The voting is ready on *447*3#. Vote. If we put out the nominees right now, if you haven't heard, if you haven't seen, it's going on screen right about now. Check it out. When we come back, we're going to get into a discussion on the positives, the possibilities, as well as what can take out the wind from the sail of some of the artists in their likeliness to win this big award. Check it out.
And the nominees for the 3Music Awards 2024 Artiste of the Year: Black Sheriff, King Promise, Kwame Eugene, Medical, Mr. Drew, Nasi, Sarkodie, Stone Boy.
Baby, never listen to what them say.
Well, a bit of a short list. Were you guys expecting more than this number? That's the first I want to put on. And don't even give me that answer. Give me an answer.
I was going to
give me an answer. Not that answer.
I was expecting one nominee, so you guys
no. I like putting out the middle finger. No, for the third finger from the right.
There's nothing you can do me. I'm drinking my mind, my business juice. There's nothing you can do me.
There's nothing I can do you. Yeah. And were you expecting a list lengthier than this for Artiste?
No, it's a very apt list, and
Are
everybody.
You sure?
Yeah. To be very honest, like let me put all jokes aside. It's a very correct list because everybody in that list really put out and at least went above average when it comes to celebrating their own craft, pushing it, and making sure that their content was available and in the right how do I say it, quantities, whether an album, EP, a show, a tour, something was done to earn the role of nominee for Artist of the Year.
Okay, all right. I had a question for you, but let me just hold on and hear from Lenny.
Feel free anytime. I'll be here.
You be
till
here.
10, yes.
Let me jump to Olele. He didn't say much last week Friday. He listened attentively. So let me come to Olele. Olele, would you expected a lengthier list than what we have here?
No, absolutely not.
Thank you.
Is it?
I think the guys who have been nominated in that category are just about the number I was expecting. If you look at the works that they put in, for the year under review, so I couldn't think of any other person missing in that category. To be fair, yeah, I think everybody in there deserve to be in there, and I think that's what makes 3Music Awards what it is. Because if you look at other music awards scheme, they would want to make a case for excusing some names, but the likes of Mr. Drew, Medical,
which we are coming to, and I was going these two names we're going to pick it up and talk about it heavy. If we have to be brutal and honest about this, I want to really find your opinions on these two names, and their entry into Artiste of the Year and their potential, the capabilities surrounding their wins. What can be done to be able to pair them, in their camp to back this award. Who is the most competitive person in there as well? We want to look at it. So you are okay with the list as well. Trip. So Black Sheriff, Promise, Eugene, Medical, Drew, Nasi, Sarkodie, Stone Boy.
I think that it's everyone, every genre. Everyone.
What kind of political talk is that? Television politics talk is that?
Well represented, all the genres are well represented, and the names are also people who have actually been up to a lot in the year under review. So yeah, I wasn't expecting any other names. Definitely.
Kiddy's not in there. I'm telling Kiddy. He said
no. Wait, can you mention the list again?
You see. So you see, he's a politician.
No.
Talking with his
no.
nose.
As his lawyer, I would like the court to acknowledge that J. Foley is overstepping.
But I mentioned Kiddy. He said yes.
Objection. You did not mention anything about Kiddy. You just said Kiddy. And he said, yes, Kiddy is a nice guy. He didn't. What's the context?
So in what capacity were you thinking Kiddy? Because I said Kiddy. So clearly you wish Kiddy were in there.
No, I'm not saying I wish he were in there, but then he definitely would have merited it. So, but he's not in there, unfortunately.
So, but you said the list was okay. Yeah. So already, what do you think about that? Kiddy shouldn't have been in there.
I don't think Kiddy had a strong.
The year under review.
Comparatively, I don't think he had a stronger year. To the rest of the guys in there, I don't think so. With
Liquor, I Lied. With global tours.
That you can make a case for, but it was like I said, comparatively, if you juxtapose the works of these other ones in there, and you look.
Are we sure about that?
Kiddy will make a great cut for next year.
No. Because there's Lomo.
Not because of that. He's also mentioned that he's working on an album.
No, but hold on. Eugene released currency.
Cryptocurrency.
Yes, she released. Monica
released an album.
Monica banger everywhere.
Yeah, when we say even level of bangarism will be dependent on what I
like that. Let's not just laugh at The inventions.
Yes, I don't know what metrics though would determine maybe
a bangarish or a non-bangarish
over an allied. I don't know, and not to pitch the artists against each other or themselves.
Yeah,
but clearly I do recall, in terms of whether it was a PR stance or not, Kiddy came back strong with the I Lied, and the song was all over as well. Stunt. I'm just saying, but whether it was or not, it was a strong comeback for him. Let's not forget about it. The whole country was on its knees in tears, thinking that Kiddy was not going to come back, and he was suffering from some stomach something. You remember?
Yeah.
And he came back strong with that song. That song, yes. That he's dying. Yeah, people even to that extent.
Yeah.
And then secondly, he released he released Liquor.
And even Danger.
Yes, then Danger, and it featured another artist of the year on other platforms. And Stonebwoy was saying the song went super viral. He had videos of these songs. So, and then he's been on tour. I mean, Kiddy, last year that he went to the some strange country, no?
India.
It was last 2 years.
It's a strange country. It was in 20.
Yeah,
22.
Belize was 2022.
But post that, he's been on a lot of.
Oh yeah,
he went to India as well. Was India 2022 or 2023?
2022 as well.
2022.
Yeah, he's been around. He's been to Australia. He's been to.
Yes. So why doesn't that warrant his presence in Artiste of the Year? How hard a cut must it be to take a name like Kiddy off?
Well, the board of the academy can speak to that. You two were on the board. And
yes. Yes. So
because there's Kiddy, there's Medical, there's Mr. Drew.
Kiddy is not on that list.
I know. I'm mentioning
okay.
names that have come here that we are excited about. You understand? Okay. Medical, Mr. Drew, they're here, and I'm happy for Mr. Drew as well. Major,
I think
massive.
To summarize it, Kiddy performed in a way that was expected. I think the exceptionality of his year is what might have been missing in comparison to the rest. The rest also
but
did
that's basic standard for Artist of the Year.
No, but when you have only one person up for it, then it's the basic standard. When you have to choose from a list of 15, then you add the element of exceptionalism. And
but which songs did Kwame Eugene? Sorry, I'm playing devil's advocate, ladies and gentlemen. Which song did Kwame Eugene release this year that doesn't cut it for
last year?
No, this year. What song did he release this year that doesn't cut it for Artiste?
He hasn't released any song this year.
So Monica, Abena, and Currency. They're all last year.
But even this year he has a song with Ochame Kwame. Even that is a feature.
No, I'm just saying that I'm not trying to see the things that are Toma for voting.
Monica, Cryptocurrency, but all these
were
last year.
Yes. And equally, didn't Kiddy also enjoy the same level of attention?
He also had an album, Love
and Chaos.
And out of that album, he had 3 hit singles from. So, I mean, like I said, comparatively, you cannot really make a stronger case or a strong case for Kiddy when you look at the works of the rest of the artists in there. So
how?
If you look at even the activities, right? Kwame had many activities compared to Kiddy.
What about Mr. Drew?
Mr. Drew equally had many. He had a big song, so he was everywhere.
But it's featuring Stonebwoy.
And then at the end of it, he also had his concert.
His own concert. He was everywhere.
Featuring Stonebwoy too was huge.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
But I'm saying that if you compare, you see, the thing is, it gets to a point where you need to make a cut, right? And a cut will come down to who was more active in the year under review. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like Kiddy had to postpone his activeness into this year because you know what he has lined up for this year, and that's what we are seeing in Lomo Lomo, right? You cannot talk about 2024, talk about hit songs in a year under review, I feel like next year will be
I lied was in comparison to the
I lied wasn't that big.
No, I'm saying
wasn't that big.
No, hold on. Let's not forget. That's what I'm saying, that in comparison,
I lied gained that traction. I understand what Jay is saying. I get what
noise.
Wait. I get what Jay is saying because I Lied was after everybody was yearning for Kiddy to drop music because he had not been active in the industry for a while, and then he came back and he also came back with a story. Do you understand? So I understand what Jay is saying, but when you're comparing, what you are Chris Brown?
As if it's about making girls cry.
I'm just saying that I'm talking about the
I totally
impact of the
understand.
music.
I understand what you're saying, but also thinking about how active how
Foley's
active
confusing,
these individuals were in
the
the
guy's
year under
brand,
review.
Kiddy
I think
to
that
music.
Kwame over Kiddy for this year, for the
Musically.
year under review, last year. Last
But
year.
a lot
but
of
it's
the
not
attention-
only Kwame Eugene that is in there.
No.
There's also medical. There's
we have
also
Nasi, we have medical, we have
Yeah.
Boy, Sarkodie.
What you are saying
Mr.
is
Drew.
perfect. If we were comparing talkability or just the artist brand.
No, I'm
Kiddy's-
talking about his music.
Yes, but you see, everything you are basing was he went off. We were concerned.
No,
People were
I was
talking
making
about
a
him.
point about PR.
Oh, I need
That's
a haircut
just
too.
yes, you do.
yeah, go.
That's just one element. That's one thing I was talking about.
Oh,
I'm
let
talking
me-
about
let
the
me-
impact
go
of the
like
music as well, because you can only measure, aside from charts, numbers, streams. You can also measure impact of music based on people's reactions to it. You understand? We spoke about how Black Hole's water
Let me ask
pouring
you a
thing.
question.
I'm coming. We spoke about how Black Hole's water pouring thing impacted on 3Music Awards
Yes.
Day 2022, impacted the song itself. How on certain platforms it generated so many views and all of that. We cannot separate the two. The impact and the songs is a part of the song's measure to its how successful the song was. And I'm saying that we can't forget what I Lied did when Kiddy released that song, and how it was so controversial. People were associating the lyrics of the song to his alleged condition that they said he was in going through something. We can't forget it.
Yes, we can't.
Yes, and it was in there. And afterwards, he released a song with Stonebwoy that also was another banger.
Yes.
You understand? So and we cannot forget it, because maybe because it was some months back, and make a comparison to what is happening maybe today. And I'm just saying on top of mind awareness. But at the end of the day, if you look at the names in here, there are names that Kiddy should have also been in there in heavy competition with.
Granted,
to warrant
but I'm
his-
sure.
Yes. So
I'm
can I
sure that
correct
with
you?
even Kiddy, right? If we had included Kiddy in the Artist of the Year category, I'm sure it would even be a surprise to him.
Oh, how would
Also,
that be a surprise to the artist?
wait. Also, because we are talking about the person's activeness, right? How active was Kiddy in the year under review? That's what
What
I'm
is
saying.
active?
That's what I'm saying. That
What is active?
if you are comparing, you know, Kiddy
No, I'm
wasn't
asking you what is
front and
active.
center.
What-
That's what I'm
what do you
saying.
mean
Kiddy
by-
wasn't front and center until he released I Lied. Like, he took a break. He took several months.
But what does
he
that-
was off
but-
for several
but-
months,
but
and then he
between that
gave
period,
us I
what
Lied,
was- but-
and then he gave us Liquor. All I'm saying is that I think that.
But how does that
for
period
the
affect
year
the
under
songs
review-
that he has released?
No, wait, Jay. I think for the year under review, right, which is 2022-2023, Kiddy doesn't make the cut for Artist of the Year. But for the coming year, maybe for next year, we can have the conversation where Kiddy will be in there as well. Also because
Yeah, you still
aside
haven't answered my
Lomo,
question.
he's also going to be dropping an album later on this year.
No, what you were saying doesn't cut it for me, because if
How?
he's- so I actually said his activity, and I'm asking by what measure of activity are you using? Because the guy was around the world. The guy played shows in Ghana. He played your Pent Hall week last year. Even this year.
Yeah.
He was active. He's been very, very active.
But
doing
we are not
following
looking at this year.
No, I'm saying that he's even last year. He was very active playing shows. The fact that we didn't follow his
name one
rounds.
show he played for me.
Oh no, I didn't follow Kiddy's rounds, but he was
But you are
playing
saying,
shows.
so just give
that's
us.
what we mean by front and center. When we say someone has been active.
So just
in
give us
front
a
and
show
center.
that he was on then.
So which shows do you also pull off aside from Mr. Drew's personal concert? Or Nasi? Do you recall his
can't
Avoid and all
aside. You can't. That's
I'm just saying that you
no.
can't-
You can't aside. It's like saying, oh, let's
So-
talk about
so-
Messi aside his legs.
So should we call? Okay, so let's call. I'll call.
No, you are going far. There's something you
I
said.
want to find out
See
from
that
Kiddy's
you
team,
said something 2 junctions ago.
No,
I
but
want to
you proved
correct
me
it before
wrong.
we go forward again.
which is
You gave an example of Blacko, and I just wanted to bring our mind to it that Blacko's performance was only amazing because the song itself was already big.
Yeah.
So the song's success and amplification.
Blacko released
Sweet
the
at
song
Tobo.
first. What, am I lying?
What? What song?
The song he performed. It was
Second
first time.
Sermon, or
Yeah.
what?
No.
Google
The
the
one
It's
Traveler.
only
that-
turn or something.
It was first. It
That
was
was in
first time.
2022.
Yeah, Coco the Traveler. That was the first
It
time.
wasn't
It was the
last
first
year.
time. It wasn't-
Performed.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
no, but it was.
But the song was not out.
No.
No. If you had come, it was
No, the
barely a
song wasn't out.
few
No,
hours.
The song wasn't out. Oh, the
Wasn't
preview
out.
of the song
Was
Was that video?
was video.
Yo, Cyril, let's correct you. I beg
It was
you.
the preview of the song
Rub
that
your
was
cheeks.
doing.
Basil.
So that's why that video went viral before the
Sweetheart.
song was
Came out.
released.
No problem. Did we know about the song before the rain followed?
No.
No.
Oh.
No, it's
No,
not. That's
I'm telling you,
arguable.
I was
No,
there.
That's
We
arguable
know
because
about the song.
preview of the song.
Song was there and
the
already
lyrics of the
making
song
waves.
Was already making
Making
waves
waves
on the internet.
Yeah. I know because I actually missed the performance, but I was aware of what song it was. So all I'm saying is that there was hype about the song and the artist, and the performance was the icing on the cake. That's a total different dynamic to Kiddy's thing. There was noise about the artist, his disappearance, his comeback, and then there was new music. It's totally different.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's totally different. Only the Salvador.
It's the same way. No. I'm
just unless
bro, the song was out like but 15-20 seconds they all the sing.
How does that still come back to what we're talking about, Kiddy? I mean, we're making a reference on something.
No, you use Blacko as an example.
No, but it was about something we're talking about. We were specific to a particular conversation. And I'm just saying that, Kiddy, unless I'm going to call his team and find out that Kiddy did not play any shows in 2023, then you have a fair point. But if you did not follow Kiddy's journey in 2023, and then we say that because we're not aware of how loud his events that he was on were, then because of that he hasn't cut it, then I think it's very unfair, because
I think Olele said something. He used the word, he said comparatively. So
what does that got to do with
compared to the
everybody else?
Everyone else that was
name 3 shows from Nasi. You don't even know.
I know the last one he did in the UK. His concert.
But even that was this year.
That was just year, my brother.
Yeah, that was.
So you see, I don't know exactly.
But last year, I know that Nasi did a lot last year.
Like what?
Number one is the social media and what's it called?
The challenge that he did.
Do you know that Kiddy also had a big trend on social media as well with I Like?
Is it a challenge that he started?
James, it doesn't matter whether
this is something that Nasi.
We talk about impact. That's my point to you. We talk about impact. Whether he started the fire or someone started the fire is the impact of the music. You understand? Nasi's Asida was a big song. Whether Nasi amplified it through his own engineering on social media or someone did it for him, that's not the point. The point is the music, the product. You understand? And I'm just saying that if you look at an artist like Kiddy, he had the same level of engagement on social media, which got, and I made a classic example, I said girls cried. Because somebody just texted me right now reminding me that she was also crying at that time, thinking Kiddy was dead. You understand? God forbid. Yes, and Kiddy came here on an interview. He was on media rounds. He spoke about these things, and remember how big the song was. So I'm just saying that if he's not part of this list, then exactly by what measure are the others, even the new entrants, also on that list? Example, and not to say
members.
That. Not to say. Yeah. So I just want an argument that is substantive.
What you are missing out on is the fact that everybody deserves to be recognized in that category, right?
No, not everybody, but
come on.
No, I mean,
let me read the category definition for you so that you understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about.
No.
Hey,
he was here with.
He will come for you.
He was here with me.
Why am I hiding?
So the category definition says the most outstanding and dominant act on the basis of their recordings and activities within a year under review.
Exactly.
The keywords there are outstanding and dominant act
within the year of.
Yes. Yeah. The names there comparatively.
Oh, you mean the names there? I thought you meant every artist in Ghana.
No, I'm just.
Sorry. No, I didn't.
I'm establishing
get you well.
This is why I'm saying that at some point in time you need to go back to definition to make a case that these names that we have listed, or these names that have found themselves in this Artist of the Year category, comparatively to what Kiddy did last year, right? He stands no chance. That's what Lenny will say, that even Kiddy will be surprised to see his name in there, because he knows that these other artists who found themselves in that category were predominantly everywhere compared to his own activities.
They were everywhere all the time. Add that well.
You understand what I'm saying? And even if you look at some of the the songs that brought about the impact and the activities that came with the songs.
So I ask you a question, and I want to be very hard on this. Ask the question: what do we define by everywhere? Is it by our timeline?
But you mentioned it yourself, top of mind awareness.
You mentioned by our timeline, because if by our timeline, I did not follow much on medical. I didn't follow much on Mr. Drew. I didn't follow much on Nasi. Do you follow Nasi?
But the fact that you didn't follow
you
up
don't
on
follow
it,
Nasi.
That's why it doesn't take one person to make a decision. The fact that you didn't follow up on it does not mean that.
Cyril can't even tell me 3 shows.
It doesn't make it valid or invalid.
You understand?
Cyril can't even tell me 3 shows
like
Nasi.
everybody,
because it's not, it didn't apply on his timeline.
No, but if you are not consciously,
starter packer. Rastafari number. I mean, yes, you do it.
If you are not consciously following the person.
John,
tell me three shows Nasi played in Greater Accra.
Yes, but that's why there were people on the board who could.
Because he didn't follow the timeline.
That's okay.
No, but if you are not consciously following the person,
that's why the board is made up of
different people.
No, but the board that follows. No, I'm saying the board that follows the gospel space, for example, is following the gospel space, so they are heavy on it. But as we sit here right now, I can point to Kudu Trip and say, Trip, you can't even tell me three shows Drew played in Accra.
Why are you attacking the rappers?
No, I'm just saying.
What's going on? Hey,
he would know.
No, but it's the same way you also will not know how many shows he played. Do you understand?
So it
you
comes
also
to the
don't
point
know.
only made that I'm asking, by what metrics of activity are you using when you are not privy to the number of things that artists play?
And then he's saying that that's why there's not one
privy
person
to. That's not
on the
me.
board.
Like it should just be one. It should just be the board chairman making decisions on behalf of
Who makes the
then,
cuts. Then
you know what? Then maybe we should pull out the list of shows that Kiddy played, Medical played, Drew played.
We've done that already.
Wait, shows they played in the year?
Yes, we went through all that on the board
meeting.
There were many presentations, and we are not hard disk. We don't have it all in memory.
Then
pardon us, sweetheart.
No,
we went through all of it.
No,
there were days.
But
you were,
No, but I'm telling you point blank.
It's moments like this.
Jay, hold on. But even if they pull out all of the shows that they played, what are you now looking out for? Are you looking out for the number of? Are you looking out for the number of shows they played each, or are you looking at how big these shows were? Because let's say that
you ask me a question.
I'm asking because let's say that Mr. Drew played maybe 20 shows, right? All in Ghana and Africa, right? And then maybe Kiddy played 2 shows, right? One in Ghana, one outside of Africa. How are you now going to judge? Because now we understand that certain shows are weightier than the others. No, that's not what you're asking. You're asking for number of shows. I am asking
Jay, can I ask you a question?
how you are going to judge that.
Jay, can I ask you a
How
question?
are you going to judge that?
That is the question I want to. No, I'm dealing with any first. I'm coming. That is the question I want to put to you. The question I want to put to you is that do you have a list of the number of shows that have been played by all these artists as a measure of activity within the year and the review?
Board members said they have a
The
list.
activity is
then I want to push the board members a bit far. I'm just saying.
Restricted. You see, the thing is, let's not make this mistake. The activity is not only restricted to shows. When we say we are talking about activities that put you on the top of mind of the listener or the consumer. So I'm going to ask you a question, right? Did Shatawale play shows last year?
Yes, he did play shows last
Why is
year.
he not in the Artist of the Year category?
I'm coming to that. I'll pick Kiddy first.
No. You are making a case for Kiddy. So I also want to make for Shatawale. Wow, you crowd though. I didn't say crazy.
Let me be honest.
September. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Brilliant question.
I want to ask you the same.
Brilliant question.
No, I want to be
very
honest.
I'm going to be very honest.
You go kind all the shows.
Hold on.
You don't follow Shatawale that much. You do.
Brilliant question.
So please tell us.
And I want to state again that with the ounce of I'm not a part of Shatawale's team, so if I'm a part of the board, there's no what you call them conflict of interest of whatever sort. And did I not? I mean, not to open keys and conversations. That ask questions regarding to Shatawale's exclusion. Thank you, in the Artist of the Year category. Okay. But I have started my argument not with Shatta because people would easily associate my interest with Shatta with
this one. We now with the ask.
So I have taken the steps to address this one by one, and I started with Kiddy. So I want to exhaust Kiddy, and then I'll come to the question on reading back the definition and stating that does Shatta not qualify to be in Artiste of the Year 2020.
So in this case, this is why I say the comparative analysis plays a role here, right? Shatta did play shows, right? But if you compare Shatta to the rest of the names in there, who are you going to remove?
I don't even want to start that conversation.
No. Since you are making a case,
why should I remove? That's the question I'm asking.
No, but at this point in time, a number has been presented. So let's just say the award scheme has opened, what you may call an opportunity for people to make a case to say that okay, this name should be there because comparatively they performed better in terms of the activities presented to the board, right? So who are you going to take out and say, oh, this one didn't perform?
Why should I take out? Why can't I add on?
No, you can't add on because there is a number.
There's a fixed number.
It's a fixed number.
But if you read the category definition, it doesn't state numbers in there.
Oh no, but come on.
But Jay, you can't also include everybody. If so, I'm sure there are other people who have also played shows that should be in there, Jay.
If you're not careful, then
you ruin everybody.
The alternative artists, 3 of them will have a feature in there.
No, hold on.
Yes.
Alter Artist has got 11 names.
No, I'm saying that if you are not careful,
Best
you're talking about the artist
song
of the year. We're talking about artist of the year. If you are not careful, the Alter Artist, every 3 months they play a show.
No, I'm just
every 3 months they play.
3 months quite long.
Every month they release a single.
We are boss that every month. Every month.
React those bars.
Guys, no, points well ahead.
Every month.
Best alternative song.
Yes.
12 names, 11 names.
Yes.
Best collaboration of the year, 12 names in there. Best male vocal performance, 9 names. Breakthrough act of the year, 10 names. Digital act of the year, 11 names. DJ of the year, 12 names. Should I go to the DJ list for you?
Go ahead, keep going.
There's ADDJ, Faculty, Loft, Lord, McTonto, Millsy, Nice, Like King, Varosky, Wallpaper, Austin, The Master. Should I list? These are the 12 that are here.
What's your problem with them?
No, he's making a point on number. He said, which name should I remove? And I said, why should we remove in the first place? And he said that there's a cutoff.
How many
artist of the year? So let me help you.
How many names are in the artist of the year?
Sweetheart, let me help you.
8.
Yes.
So artist of the year is an exclusive club. The more we have a large quantity of nominees, the less exclusive it becomes. We accept that everybody. No. Let me finish.
Why do you think that
let me clarify.
The MVP of the year?
13 names. And by what metric should it be 8?
Because listen,
who chose 8?
I think Jay wants every artist in Ghana to be part of that category. Then
let's
cool.
let's
because you can't open it up. You can't open it up. You can't have all the people who have performed. If you ask me why 8, me, I'm not on the board. Cyril is on the board. Olele is on the board. So they can speak to why 8.
I'm just saying that I'm asking valid questions. They might have some sense of humor, but I'm asking valid
questions. Let me answer validly.
So I think that the what you should be telling me is convincing me together with other people who are listening about the reason why you have only 8.
Can we do that?
Because if the I'm just saying if the answer
but we are trying to do that
isn't justified per a certain rule that regulates the category, then in itself I have every right to question it.
No problem. Well done. Now can we
answer me why 8?
Yes, and I'm saying that the 8 was
great.
I see the 8 was great.
I'm okay.
We collectively decided to cut it off at 8 because it was clear that there was a lot of work that had been done under the year in review. But like Olele said, it is MVP, and MVP is creme de la creme. It's not just about being good, it's about being the best of the best. So a lot of people you are mentioning were good, were great, but they were not MVP status. And when it comes to acknowledging those who had that MVP vibe, it was only 8 people out of a list of 20 plus that made it. It's a very simple thing. It's like Ballon d'Or. Then you can have goal scorer, man of the match, which is not a big deal. You can have player of the season. You can have everything.
3Music Awards. It is
yes, and MVP is a Ballon d'Or.
You are talking MVP.
Is MVP not a Ballon d'Or?
You have lists of other artists who qualify because I'm sitting here right now. None of you have told me any activity that differentiates,
including you.
So
including you haven't said it either.
Exactly.
No, Jay.
So if you don't have it,
who would you rather have
are we using?
Wait.
Those names?
Who would you rather have in
the
list? Who would you rather? You mentioned Kidi, you mentioned Shatta Wale. So which other people?
Yes,
I'll add Wendy Shea. I'll add Shatta to it.
15, okay, let's go.
So one more.
Let's go. Who else?
Oh no,
who else?
So that's what I have.
Okay, unfortunately the board has closed. Well done, Jay.
So this is sarcasm. sarcasm.
No, it's not sarcasm.
Yeah, it's
Because
sarcasm.
electoral commission
Answer.
has put some people on the ballot.
Jay.
You have reached there to vote, and you are saying that my uncle's picture is not there.
Yeah, you know
but we don't care.
why? You know why the board did not take a day to make this decision?
Computer magazine.
You know why? Because
Neither did I take a day to think about this, but I'm listening to you.
Achimota students.
when I say,
No, but you know, Olele, you know I have been fighting.
I know, but I'm saying
Yeah,
that.
so I did not take a day to think about this. Just stating that.
No, I'm just saying that.
Yes.
Because I'm making this statement based on the fact that we are asked to respond to a question that is taking a day.
Somebody said, "Did Richie give Jay money?"
Chigeri is saying, like, this conversation we are having, right?
Yeah.
It's just going to be today, even though it might trickle down to the rest of the days. But I'm saying that the board did not even take a day to arrive at certain decisions that have contributed or impacted these nominations, right? The board took about 2 weeks, or I dare say 3 weeks, to sit down, deliberate, remove, add, remove. That should tell you that work has gone in.
And I'm not disputing that.
Yes. So
and
if
I
I'm
was also
telling you
there
that
to also fight the same level of
and I'm
time,
telling
2
you that
weeks. You know
Cyril-
that even post that
Cyril made a point. He
even
said,
post the
listen,
board sitting.
uh-huh.
You saw I was still fighting
and I'm
and
saying
asking.
that Cyril made a very strong point by telling you
Strong?
that
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just making reference to the point.
Cyril made a very strong point by telling you that there were data provided. That's why I keep saying comparative analysis.
Thank you.
Comparative analysis. Do you know at some point in time we had to even use Google Trends to check artists who were in the conversation from January to December 2023?
Yes.
All of these things played a role in identifying or determining. So there are tools, there are measures that we all, and we can't expose that to the public. These are trade secrets for the 3Music Awards. We can't tell you that we did this and that. We have our data, we use our data, and out of the data we realized that some of the names had to fall off. And they did fall off.
So let's
you
take medical.
cannot
My own brother medical. He did his concert, right?
You see,
last year, the planning and plotting.
Planning and plotting, yes.
He was here for media rounds.
Yeah.
I can't remember which other shows, maybe by name, but I think I saw medical on a flight to Kumasi or so. I think so. Last year. I don't know if I saw anything in the Western region or Volta region or in the Northern region. I can't recall.
That means Jay doesn't know the list.
But
of shows they played.
Equally. Kiddy has some shows outside GH. He has a lot of digital conversations on the iLight release. A follow-up to us with Stoneboy Liquor. Till today, it's a banger, it's a jam.
Is Kiddy on Digital Act of the Year?
Let's
cross-check so that I can answer this question once and for all. Because of what you are saying, I'll just put you in that corner.
No. I mean, hold on. If I can check for you real quickly.
Digital Act of the Year.
No. No.
It's not there. Okay.
Digital Act of the Year, Marie Black Sheriff Jackie.
I don't even want to talk about that.
No,
Mr. Jew, Nasi,
I don't even want to talk about that.
What I want to tell you that in terms of impact, in terms of, you see, at the end of the day,
the guy sat here with you in an interview to talk about this I lied and what happened.
But I lied is
prior to that.
I lied has been what do you call it, nominated in other categories.
No, but we are talking about the digital engagement. I'm just picking those things, and I'm saying that if it's about digital engagement, I lied gave me an equal top of mind reaction.
No, so
where media platforms and blogs all spoke about the likeliness of Kiddy being so ill and may not return to music. I lie.
Jay,
I'm not lying.
Digital Act talks about how the artists used social media to amplify their
Links
works.
Entertainment had to come out
to do what?
To release a presser that Kiddy is fine.
So they shouldn't release it.
No, I'm just saying, to that point, the label had to write.
Like
I'm just saying that
also because of the lyrics of the song.
I'm talking about the digital impact of what happened and how the music in itself also was pushed.
Okay.
And the song became
those
a hit.
conversations were started also
but
because
I lied was a hit song.
Also because of the lyrics of the song where he said,
a hit song.
if I showed you my liver, you go take me to prayer. All of those things.
So
That's what
wasn't a hit
generated the
song.
other conversations. And if they came out with a presser, that's the reason.
If you say that, in fact, if you ask me, Liquor was even a stronger song than I lied.
Yeah.
If you ask me, on face value, Liquor was all the conversations we are having today. You keep making a case for Allied. But the truth is, the song that actually needs to make to make the case for Liquor.
Yeah,
right.
Actually.
And even Kiddy will know that Liquor was stronger. Arguably, in a year under review, Liquor was way stronger.
Mufti featuring Mr. Drew featuring Mufti.
But Liquor is not as strong as Case.
No, but I'm just saying.
If you say that they are being indigenous, because
I'm just saying
Liquor
that
is not as
there
strong
are various
as Case.
elements in there that allow each artist to get a chance to be there.
Yeah, but Jay, if that's the case,
then
everybody will be there.
No,
I can make a case for Baba J.
Like so many people will be there.
But
she also released an album. Baba J show. She was on PJ Morton's show.
No, Baba J's national appeal you cannot compare to the hits Liquor.
No, but he can also make a case for why Baba J should be on the list.
In the gang community,
I'm just saying,
Jamestown Abadi, Baba J's 227 was big.
Yeah, but that was just that community. We are talking about.
No, that's what we
so
are
are you saying Liquor wasn't big enough?
We are telling that Liquor was big enough, but it wasn't big enough compared to the ones who are there. That's what we are telling you.
So what is the prime and fundamental what do you call it criteria for an artist to be here that's qualified for all of them?
No, you look at your radio plays, you look at your streams, you look at the conversations around.
I think that there was a range.
No, I'm telling you, Jay, that's why you're not listening. No, I think what I'm saying is there are so many factors that came into play to identify and to select the final people who made it into these categories.
And you can't open up
so
much.
We cannot share our trade secrets out there. That is why it's a board discussion, it's a board decision, it's a board meeting. We can only tell you that comparative, you can go and make your case. In fact, there is no perfection when it comes to identify people when they qualify for certain awards. Even the Ballon d'Or, people still complain that their favorite wasn't there. How many times have Messi won the Ballon d'Or that people thought Ronaldo should have taken it?
Were they both nominated?
I said?
Were they both nominated?
They were both nominated.
That's all.
But there were players who
But there are players who will not make the cut. Who will be better than these big names.
We are talking about nominations.
You remember? Let me share something. Remember,
I'm not even going to make references to Ballon d'Or. That's
but you mentioned Ballon d'Or.
No, he did. I wasn't the one who mentioned. No, Cyril did.
Cyril mentioned.
Yes.
When I talked about the fact that the reggae dancehall category, right? What are people going to be looking at? Are they going to be looking at popularity or the fact that somebody in there has a mileage and so automatically they win some votes? In a case where you have a proper reggae artist who has a message in alignment with what the genre represents, right? Are you going to have people vote for the artist because he's already big, he's already popular, so automatically they get a pass, so they get a vote? Or you're actually going to look at the artist in there and say, now this guy actually has a song that speaks to the genre
and look at the content of
the song. The same with Ballon d'Or. There are players who believe that they played better in the year under review compared to maybe a Messi or Ronaldo. But guess what's playing the role? The popularity, PR. There's even an argument that the Ballon d'Or and some of these awarding organizations use these names as part of their PR purposes. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm telling you that even award schemes globally, Grammys, they have their metrics, they have their measure. We 3Music Awards, we have our metrics, we have our measure. We sat down not 1, not 2, not 3, 14 days in 2 weeks, and we put together measures and metrics that help us arrive at this list. It's not perfect, of course, we believe it's not perfect, but you can't say that what the board has done in 2 weeks comparatively is bad.
Oh, who said that?
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying you.
No, but you know I didn't say that.
No, I'm not.
I have a question. Yeah, but Ejuma Akumi, I don't say.
I have a question for Jay.
A friend is saying it is perfect by 100%. That's why I asked the question. The question I asked you, but you see, the defense that you are giving me, which the only thing that prevents you from speaking is that there are trade secrets to the.
But they are trade secrets.
So beyond that, then I'll not get answers. Because if you ask me, Shatta deserves to be there, and I was very vocal about that. I didn't lie about that. I told you Shatta has to be there.
But also, you can't open up so much
Kiddy
for
has to be there.
everybody to be in there.
Kiddy has to be there.
So much.
If I can stand on my chest and hit my hand on my chest side and tell you that within the year of review, the impact, the influence, per the measure of the things he's read, Kiddy has to be in there.
Okay, so tell us the impact.
I told you about the music.
John,
the hit
what
song.
music?
But you're
The
the
total
music I
engagement.
like.
Yeah, just using
No, but
I like.
I mentioned 2 songs to you.
There are artists in there.
So
who
which other
have-
song? So which
Yeah,
other song?
yeah.
So okay. So if 2 is not enough, so it's supposed to be only 1 song.
No, I'm not
We are
saying
not
that.
saying
Exactly.
that.
I'm asking you.
Our time is up.
What's
We have
the
to-
no, but
impact?
last question.
No, you see,
Last
what
question
I
you
would
want to
love
ask me
for
again.
Jay to do,
I haven't
what
asked
I
you
would
questions,
love,
you're asking me
no,
questions.
what I would love for Jay to
I have a
do, right,
question
is
for
to
you.
make a list of whatever impact
a
there
list
is,
of the
whatever
impact you
shows
do, I'm
there is.
asking
No,
you.
no,
But,
the list is already
top
there. You are the
priority.
one
I have
who
one
is
question
saying,
for
wait, the list of aids that we have, the list is already there. You are the one making a case for other people. What I would love you to do is to now tell us that this person needs to be in there because
this
they've
reason.
played this show and that and that and that. They've made impacts here and here and there. You mentioned Wendy Shea, Shatawale, and Kidi. What measure are you using, you Jeffoli, using to add them to your list of Artist of the Year or MVP of the Year? That's what we are asking. That's what I want to know.
All right.
Because we already have the list.
Finish. I
If
just
we
want to say
nominate
something.
everybody this year,
We nominate. You still have a question to answer.
We are
You
making
still
the-
have a question to answer.
yes.
You still have a
We are
question to
coming back.
answer.
Let's nominate
Yeah,
Sam.
you see,
Those of you who didn't make it.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.